I'll wake everyone up. There we are. Morning. Let me put my camera on so I can dazzle you all with my morning beauty. My eyes are full of sleep. I've been up a little while, but fucking hell, struggling to wake up this morning. Morning, Dave. All right, Dave. We're waiting for the full one. Yeah, maiden cover, Yogi. Not the best one by Trivium either. I got to say. I do like Trivium, but that's a poor cover in my opinion. Yeah. Yes, Reese. Yeah, I can do that. No problem at all. No headbanging emoji, Land Rover. Yeah, early one this morning. Yeah, no one on, no nutter this morning. So, unless he's gone live a little later, and he's gone live now. But yeah, I thought I'd do a 2 hour. Got to go out at 9:30 to Cardiff. So, yeah, nice 45-minute drive, and then God knows how long we're going to be at the hospital. So, could be an all-dayer. Turned down a day's work as well, which I didn't like doing, but obviously Mrs. comes first. So, morning, Susan. Morning, Netta. Are you on holiday already, you Netta? I wasn't sure, to be honest, whether you'd gone yet or not. Big up the holiday. Big up Netta's family holiday. The weather's kind to you this week, Netta. But, you know, I think you're like me, Netta. Even if it's wet, you'll make fun out of it. You can change wet clothes, you know. You can get out of wet clothes. No worries, Reese. I'll actually download BandLab for this computer because then I'll be able to send you we'll be able to send each other files. I've got one bass guitar left, but I'm gonna have to set up my audio interface. It's a mixer. It's a mixer one, so I'm gonna have to, when I get home from the hospital later, I've got a fucking, where my other computer is out there, I've got a big dining table that's just covered in fucking fishing gear and guitar stuff that I put there for storage, all packed ready to go, and it's all been fucking, I've been through the lot. It was all in boxes, so I'm gonna box it all up, move my bigger desktop, and get my mixer set up. Oh, Nutter is definitely he's definitely the morning radio, Dave. You know, if I'm up early, I'll chuck on someone else. But as soon as Nutter goes live, I'm there. Not always the first to comment, but I'm always one of the first in, unless I'm late getting up, which isn't very often. I'll have a look at that bag, man. I've been meaning to do it for a long time, but I've got an audio interface mixer. I've got a decent sound card on the other computer and a decent sound card built into the fucking thing, so I shouldn't get any latency problems like I was having before on this computer. So nice one, Nutter. Nutter's live tomorrow morning. Do you look banned, Chubby? Do you look banned? You're in the chat, aren't you? Told you the other week. Don't want nothing to do with anything called the fucking Predator Palace. So stick that in your fucking northern pipe and smoke it. Nothing to do. I want nothing to do with anything called the Predator Palace, whether it's in jest or not. I ain't coming on. I ain't coming in the chat. I don't want it on my fucking channel. Simple as that. You can keep your bullshit for elsewhere because I'm not interested. You want an argument? Go and argue with someone else. Morning, Mickey Mouse. Morning, Pork Chop. Yeah, fucking. Oh, nice, Deirdre. I'm on my own. Yumbolt. Afghan cross Humboldt, which is stinking. A lemony Kush and ammo auto. So big up, Yogi. Oh, morning, Optical. I did see your comment a minute ago. Yeah. Certainly are, Deirdre. Chubby, you entitled one of your lives, The Predator Palace, all welcome and all that shit, right? So if you want to call fucking predators and that to your channel, go ahead. You're not bringing them here. Yeah, Yumbolt is fucking absolutely stinking bag, man, and covered in fucking. Oh, it's got fucking so much crystal. It's got more crystal than anything that I've had commercially lately, or whatever I've had lately, whether it be commercially grown or someone else's. And I've got to be fair, because a couple of them are autos. Yeah, the autos had. Let's just say the autos had their full time, and the Yumbolt, which is 7 to 8, had about 9, 10 flour. Yeah, someone's. I don't know whether the Americans have rejuvenated it or what they've done. To be honest, Bagman, but it's the Afghan Kush Cross Yumbolt is one of the. I can't remember what company it was. Oh, it'll come to me. Yeah, they've given it the Americans have grabbed hold of it and given it a fucking shake, I think, and done some new genetics. They must have done. Yeah, first time I've done them, Yogi, and they came out extremely well. But I won't be doing them again. I'm old school. I do go for the old 8 to 10s, but leave them a little bit longer. Morning, Paul. Chubby, you can type any comedy title you like. Why it's so serious is because you entitled it Predator Palace, and you have people like Winkle and that around you, and I ain't having it. It's not for me. It's not for me. It's just not for me. So you can crack on. having a little bitch in the comments isn't going to get you on fucking panel. You know, I've got on with you. I think you're all right. I think you go too far, and that too far is not going to be happening on my channel. Oh, I got offered some rainbow sherbets the other day, some little ones. But obviously I'm not in any position because obviously I've got to get fucking estate agents and shit in a few weeks. So maybe like a month. So no. Oh, yeah, all right, Chubby. Well done, Michelle. I'm not sure what they are, to be honest, Bagman. Someone just offered me some, that's all. Some little ones, you know. Chubby, look, I'm going to answer you once more, right? And then I'm going to, if there's any mods in, I'm going to let them loose on you. And if there's not, I'll fucking do it myself. Look, shut the fuck up. I don't want anything to do with fucking people naming their fucking things Predator Palace, anything else, right? We've got on. That's fine. I don't fucking go in chats. I don't fucking say anything about you. When you come in mine, I'll say something. I don't come to yours fucking whinging about three Ministry of Madness accounts, all in there modded up, vying for some sort of fucking position. Oh, Chubby, I don't give a fuck. Right, piss off, you fucking... I was going to say something that I regret then. You can have one of them just for fucking starters, you fucking monkey.
Oh dear, it seems as if you have earned 5 minutes on the naughty step wearing a fucking dunce's cap. Yellow card for fuck's sake. Big up all the keyboard warriors hiding in mummy's vagina.
Go away! I'm not putting up with it. I'm only doing a 2-hour live. Fuck off. You fucking weirdo. Piss off. Not interested. If you're on another panel and I come on, I'll fucking talk to you. I've got no interest in you coming on my panel, right? And being a fucking weirdo. It's not happening. It's not happening. You fucking... No. No. You can cry all you want. You can complain to YouTube. Do whatever. Do whatever. So host discretion, who's allowed in, who's not, who's allowed on panel. And you've got what you wanted. You've got a little reaction out of me. But it's probably not the one you wanted, but you've got a little reaction from me. There you go. That's what you wanted, Chubbot. You little fucking tosser. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. You got it. Pew! Pew, pew! Morning, Michael. Oh, got the link pen, but I'll check it out again. See if anyone wants to come on. But like I say, only a short one for me. I'll be off by 9 o'clock. Me and the missus got to be off to Cardiff at 9:30. So dog's already been out over. I'll be off at 9, just after 9. Take the dog around the block. At least going to Cardiff, I'll get to get a fucking. I'll get to get a Costa. I don't think so, Paul. I don't think so. Nice one. Movies and TV show scenes. Nice one.
Well, that's just a straight red card, you fucking melty foul-mouthed chunt. Now go and remove yourself from your nana's anus.
Oh, brilliant. You're giving me some content this morning anyway. Yeah, keep coming. I'll fucking time him out and ban him. I'm not shy. I had a memory pop up yesterday on my Facebook, which I only look at once a day. 4 years ago yesterday, arrived in Amsterdam for a trip. Nice photo from the I think it's the inside of Easy Times, maybe, or Super Skunk down at Leeds Sublime. Yeah, 4 years since I've been. Woo, that's a long time. I had a bit of guava dog the other day. Not bad, not bad. Big up, Andrew. More content.
Right, that's fucking it. No warnings for you. You shithead wanker, get your stinky shit covered ass on the block list. And you can fucking stay there until you learn to play with others and not be a spoiled bastard. Red card. Red card. Red card. Bollocks.
There we are. That wasn't snowy. John and Kendra. That was a snowy clone. So obviously, Chubby's got either issues with Snowy, or he just likes to clone him, like all the other clones. Go ahead, Chubbs. Go through my videos. YouTube have already cleared it all twice from being struck. So go ahead. Feel free. Go ahead, punk. Make my day. Yeah, John and Kendra. You work for YouTube? What? Cleaning out the fucking chemical toilets, you spastic. Well, if you work for YouTube, you would have cleared my channel twice, you spastic. Get a fucking work. Have you still got a job, or did you ever have a job? Chubby, get a fucking work. Stop fucking around on the internet all night, getting drunk. Go to work. Right, I'm being your fucking mother now. Go to work. Go on. Get to work, man. Fucking stop pissing around on the internet. Stop fucking about. Oh, yeah. I've learned over the years, Deirdre, that more, as in the amount of pots, means less, as in the amount of finished flowers. Because they eat each other's fucking oxygen, even with fans and pumps going. You know what I mean? Excuse me, making horrible slurping noises. Yeah, I enjoyed myself. Good evening yesterday on the tubes. Lots of interesting stuff going on, but not in a drama way, you know, music and general chat. So I was sat listening with my guitar. I cut a fucking, I don't know, it's not bright enough, I don't think. Still got a splinter in my finger. And I've cut it out, you can see it there. I've cut it out, or tried to cut it out once, but I'm gonna have to fucking do it again. It's sore when I play guitar, so I'm gonna have to cut it out, put up with the fucking pain, and let it heal. And that's the same finger I fucking chopped before, so ouch. Might be scar tissue. Either way, it's not fucking good, it's sore. Oh, that's an awful thing to say. That is absolutely awful thing to say about a 5-year-old. You fucking savage. That's awful. That is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Will you just chill the fuck out as you are giving the ministry ball ache and are one click away from the cunty step? And furthermore, you are being unnecessarily loud and fucking obnoxious, so bastard, chill out for fuck's sake, please.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu, 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 to you and you and you. Fucking hell, all the fakes are coming in this morning. Whee! Come on, fakes. Would be nice, Deirdre. Struggled to get any, to be honest. Last I had was a little bit of poly, which was okay. But for what it was overpriced. Just because. Big ol' Andy. Oh, it's all right. You had 300. I didn't realise. I just thought it was another chubby. Sorry, UKT, if that was you. Morning, cheeky. Oh, it's all going off. Morning, Emily. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have. I have, chubby. Yep. Yep, I have. Definitely have. At the first round, I did. Yep. Refused ever since. One's enough. And I think the way you go on about it, you have as well. You're an absolute fucking liar. Oh, yeah. I'll laugh about it. Fucking right, I will. Want something to laugh about? Here we go.
Well, that's just a straight red card, you fucking melty foul-mouthed chunt. Now go and remove yourself from your nana's anus.
Bye. So long, farewell. Spastic. Go to fucking work, chubby. Stop it. Go to work. Go to work. That's it now. That's it. I've had enough now. Get out of the fucking back reception room. It stinks of stale cider, piss, and fucking tobacco. Go to work. Go to work. Loads, Mr. BB. Loads. I should really be applying for my card. I've got to be honest. Pardon me. Yeah, but Deirdre's this. For anything like that, you expect that because it's fucking virtually pure THC. So, you know. Oh, it doesn't matter, Chubby, what you say. You're still a spastic. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Yeah, if you want, Chubby, I'll let you on and you can stream it to your channel, whatever. Psych. Sorry, UKT. Sorry, UKT. I just assumed it was Chubby because he's coming in as fucking like snowy and that, you know. People I get on with, he's just being a knob. So I thought it was Chubby. Sorry, UK. I should have really opened my proper UK YouTube studio because on the one analytic one I'm on at the minute, you can't check people's channels. You can only add them as moderators and remove comments. I'm dishing out 300s and red cards like they're fucking sweets today. But, you know, that's the way. If Chubby wants to come in whinging that he's not allowed on, then that's what's going to happen. He knows why he's not. I don't have him on, and it's my fucking choice. My channel, my choice. If you want to act like a fucking lechy predator on YouTube, you can hang around with it acting like lechy predators on YouTube. It's not for me. That's for you, not me. Hey, Chubby. Oh, no, Mr. BB. Morning, Ludon. Well, certainly is, Rob. I've got on with him, but the last couple of weeks, right? Even though, someone else called my channel Predator Palace. Me. Don't even go there. You know, you ran with it. You know what you're doing. You've come onto YouTube and you think that being a disruptor and saying things just to get a reaction from people is the way to go. Well, I'm sorry, it's not the way to go. It's not the way to go. It is a local stream for local people, Cheeky. It is. Yeah, UKT, I really thought that was Chubby had cloned you because it's, you know what he's like. The dog's not going to be happy today being left on his own. Oh, he just looked at me, knows what I said. I should really set up the GoPro and see what he gets up to. Morning, Al. I should really set it up on time lapse and see what he gets up to because I know he howls, but I don't know if he climbs up on the settee and gets up on the windowsill or what he does. So, yeah, Mr. Nutters, he commented earlier, Mr. BB. He's on holiday now, and he said he's going live from the caravan tomorrow morning, 6:30. So sweet. You might be watching Mr. BB. He just dropped a comment to say that he's there, and he's going live tomorrow. But I commented. I hope the weather's nice for him. But I think Nutter will probably be like me. Even if it's wet, he'll make the fucking best of it. And wet clothes can be changed, can't they? Big out, lead on. Morning, Ty.
Morning, Ministry. Hang on a minute. Let me take my telly down here. What's happening, man?
Not a lot. I got to go out early this morning, so early up, and I thought I'd do an hour or two before going out. So
I just got back in with the dog now. I just put a little video on from the beach this morning. But,
nice.
Nothing on it, just to show where I was, basically.
Yeah.
Who's just trying to come on? You're saying you're not coming on because morning.
Oh no. Yeah, it's been since I started. Chubby's been coming in and like dropping comments about me, why any allowed on and fucking all this stuff.
That's why.
Because of the I've explained to him fucking why over and over, and I'll just I'll unblock all his accounts later. But morning, Diesel. I'm not putting up with it, like
Morning, Landria. Morning, Bagman. Aldi. Morning, Mr. Beautiful Blues. Morning, Cheeky Chops. Morning, MD Miss. Morning to you all, good people.
Yeah, all the good ones in this morning, apart from Chubby. And I'm not saying he ain't a good one, but he's a weird one, so he can, he can do it elsewhere. He can do it elsewhere. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, stick to his own. He's got a few of his weirdos out there he goes on to, so.
Yeah. Well, he's made his own bed. Now he's got to lie in it. It's as simple as that. And it is that simple. It is that simple. There's nothing complicated about it. Like,
I think more trying to be controversial and more trying to get more clicks and views by what he was saying. But you said it, and that's that. He's fucking said it, but it's turned out the wrong way for him. So up you as Chubby.
But it's not the way to. It's not the way to get over, is it? Let's be fair.
No.
To rub people up the wrong way is not the way to get over, and
Yeah.
But I've been having fun, with the cards and shouting stuff down the microphone at him and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's giving me a bit of content.
Yeah.
Morning, Mark.
I
was just gonna say I saw Daisy the singing dog. Land Rover Short. I think it was Land Rover Short in the van.
Yeah, I booked the kennel up to go away, and they fucking actually on holiday the same time as us. So but I find a dog sitter now down from where Landriver lives. Somebody had, said he's a good guy, and he only has 2 dogs in the house. You know what I mean? So we've been to
Yeah.
see him, and he seems a decent guy. So the dog will stay with him now for a couple of weeks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's it. You got to have someone, you think's gonna do the best for you, don't you? It's, I've always had issues. I've never put my dogs in kennels, and I've always got someone in to look after them, a relative or whatever.
Well,
and it hasn't always gone well, but
my boy used to look after them. Well, we tried him with them once, but because he had 2 cats, it didn't work out, So
Yeah.
and they got a little Chihuahua cross something, this tiny little thing, But he's picking up a new pup next week. He's got a border collie crossed with golden retriever.
Oh, nice.
So he's picking that up from Aberystwyth because he's just gone to Disney World this weekend now in Paris with his family. So he's picking it up the following weekend. So it's going to be a decent sized dog. So he said, you can have him when we go away, and we'll have Jake. So because they got 2 reasonably sized dogs the same. So they've only got 1 cat in now and this other little thing, But so it might work out good for us, So we go to my boy instead of going to kennel, and it'd be a good thing, like.
Yeah.
Also, handsome little bugger. I mean, it looks like a border collie to be honest with you,
Yeah.
It's crossed with it's all black with a white star on his chest.
Yeah, I was looking on Pets for Homes again last night, and I got to stop. I got to stop until we.
I think you give 300 quid for it.
Yeah, I was looking at border collies and Malleys, and then back, looking at lurchers. Yeah. I did look Patterdales, but for some reason there's everyone in Wales seems to be breeding bully breeds. No one seems to be breeding decent terriers anymore. Well, they obviously they're not being advertised; they're being sold to friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had 2 Patterdale across Lakeland, and they were fucking stone mad, absolutely stone mad. I couldn't do a thing with them.
I was looking at Patterdales, and the nearest ones were somewhere like fucking, I don't know, Shropshire, which is a couple of hour drive, but
it's worth a little run if you're gonna have a nice pup out of it,
Yeah. I was looking at Patterdales, and obviously in the Patterdales there was Patterdale across Lakelands as well.
Yeah. Or a little bedded and cross whippet, something like that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one saw your other comment, Chubby. So, ministry, is just like, I don't know, an unfinished sentence.
Yeah, I think ministry, if I'm able to now when my son passes away, or if I might sniff it before him, But if I'm still around and he's gone, I think I'll go to the greyhound rescue next and get a rescue a greyhound.
Yeah, I went into the pharmacy yesterday for my missus, and I was talking to my mate's missus who works in there, and she was saying one of their neighbours has passed away, and there's like a 11-year-old fucking like greyhound or lurcher that's left, and his brother's there at the moment. But they're hoping one of the neighbours would have it, but she was sort of tapping me up, and I said, "Yeah, I'd love to, but I don't think my dog wouldn't like it. He really wouldn't like."
And it's an old dog, and it comes with history and troubles, It's at least because of his age, poor bugger, it'll be hard for somebody to take him on. Now, you might have want somebody as sympathetic, I'll take him on, but usually people want young dogs, they want pups so they can train them themselves, and but I'd go to a dog rescue anytime, to get a dog.
Yeah, they're the one neighbour. I think Kate said she's in her 60s maybe, but she's kept lurchers and greyhounds in the past and hasn't got a dog at the moment, and she actually knows the dog really well, so they're hoping that she might offer to take him. But
I hope somebody takes him on. Yeah. So other than that, what's been going on in the world then?
Oh, not a lot for me. I was Just chilling last night with some guitar and watching Reese and that talk about guitar and stuff.
He's got his own life, didn't he? Or
Yeah, he did his own one. Yeah,
uh,
had Jamie on and Spunkfish went on. Marty Blackburn jumped on towards the end, but that was weird in itself.
fucking, I don't like that cunt. Don't like him.
I've only ever encountered him once, really, on a panel. That's it.
What's he coming on Drio panel for?
No, he was on Reese's.
Oh, right.
But yeah, I didn't really watch a lot last night. I was off by about. So I was having some guitar practice. I think I turned the computer off about 10, and I was watching some Netflix then. So.
Well, you know, I don't like the audience thing, but there's a guy, I think he's Australian or something like that, and he sounds Australian. I mean, maybe American, I don't know, but he sounds Australian to me. He puts them up as fraudsters, you know, frauditors, you know. And, big up, Aldi. And he actually put a photo up and the full name of, what's the one, DJ Audits, is it?
Yeah.
One that goes down, thinks she's a dog's bollocks. I'm going to
Yeah,
find
I'm
my own, and you know, he's a weird looking fucker. He put his picture up and his full name for all to see. So I clipped it just in case I would fall out with him. Which is more than likely if we ever meet, you know.
There's only a couple of the auditors that I watch, and they're not posting auditing videos at the moment. So,
well, everyone I watch them all and I slag them all off. I go on there and slag them all off. You never see it in the comments when they post, though, you know, because they take them all out. They only put the good comments in there because that's the type of trash they are.
Yeah,
you know, they take all the old bad comments out.
Yeah, it's got to be something a bit, special for me to go looking for it. If you know what I mean, it's got to be something pretty controversial because when people ain't live at the moment, I don't watch a lot of telly. I've been practicing guitar, and I'll just go onto my other account for the subs. People I'm sub to over there, so I just catch up on some fishing and some farming.
Yeah.
Lovely watching a farmer, tedding hay on his tractor and seeing to his pigs. Fucking nothing more relaxing. As long as I ain't doing it.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, there should be more of that on, you know. So I'm well into all that stuff, you know. I love all that animals and fucking wildlife shit and all that, you know.
Yeah, there's a few channels I watch which the one Just a Few Acres Farm, it's in upstate New York, and it is just a few acres, and they just rear a few beef a month, few litters of pigs a year, eggs and meat birds, meat chickens, and that. Sell it all at farmers market. So some of their videos are them at farmers market, some of them moving the chickens around, but he's it's not just farming with him. It's he has farm all tractors, which I think they're international, but all old ones, and he restores them as well. So some of his videos are him stripping fucking, big massive tractors, taking the engines out and completely rebuilding them from the fucking bottom up. He's an ex architectural structural engineer.
Yeah.
So you can see what sort of brain he's got.
Yeah, I wish I could strip an engine out and put it back in. It'd save me a fortune in garage fees.
Yeah.
Because they're getting more and more. Let me shut this door, but yeah, it's fucking. I got two doors open, and one is banging in the wind. Yeah.
Yeah, UKT. I think it's by the looks of it, the authorities are going to start to try and put the shits up people. Look what happened to that little dude who went down to Furnace.
Do you watch that? That what's it called? Alaskan bush people or something like that, or Alaskan something. It's about. Are you there, man?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a woman. She's what do you call them? Not an
All right.
Eskimo type bird, you know.
Yeah.
Inuk is what they call them, Inuks or something like that. Well, I can't remember what they call them.
Yeah, they got a.
Yeah, and she supplies all the meat for all the tribe sort of thing, you know, everybody living in the community. So she goes out hunting with her daughter, but
Yeah.
she's a veteran from the U.S. Army, and she was a mechanic. So you've seen her breaking down and stripping things down on this fucking big 4x4 she's got, you know. Fucking fair
Yeah,
play
I,
to her.
I think I've seen one or two of her.
Yeah,
I do watch some of the Alaskan ones. The last Alaskans was a good one.
yeah,
Because they're the last ones to hold sort of licenses. So once the ones that are there who've got the licenses to live there, once their children have used the license for their lifetime, they can't pass it on to their kids. So within 8 years, there's going to be no one in this northern part of Alaska.
yeah,
And it's the part that borders Russia. So
yeah.
half of the year there's an ice land bridge, but you know they're moving them all out, like, you know, slowly.
You knew it, yeah, but it's Russia. That Russia sold Alaska to the Americans, and he sold it only for about 30 million. Something. It was very, very cheap. I don't know why it was so little in
Yeah,
money.
I think it was 5 cents an acre or something.
Yeah, crazy, wasn't it? You know, Alaska's so vast. Like,
yeah, they want it back.
If it wasn't for I'd love to live in Alaska. If it wasn't for the fucking long, long winters, you know, because it's such a beautiful place. It's fucking stunning. And it's fascinating, you know. Like, you're only allowed to catch so many fish. You've got to be a resident before you can. I think, like, with the salmon run, there's so much fucking fish and game there. It's unbelievable, you know what I mean? But they continue to keep on hunting like that, you know. But the Americans are like, they'll fucking shoot anything with a heartbeat.
Yep, they will.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's only for a sport, like, you know. It's not for a lot of it's not for the table, you know. The seasons are different things. So they go out and shoot a bear, or they shoot a fucking deer, or they shoot a bobcat, or fucking whatever, like, you know. Fucking crazy.
I was watching a bear hunting video the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't have one. They were just sort of spotting, stalking. Like 3 days up in the fucking mountains of Idaho, I think.
Yeah.
But the guy I was watching, he's like a religious nut. He's only young, but he's a religious nut, but he's funny. He doesn't like pushing religion. So his channel's very clean, you know, language-wise and that. But he goes around pawn shops buying, you know, old guns, all sorts. But he's got a farm, you know, pond building.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that. But he spent 3 days in the mountains of Idaho and just glassed, you know, binoculared bears, and they didn't get actually hunt anything really.
Yeah, well, it's like the Mountain Men's another series I follow, you know. With Eustace, because Eustace lives on in the fucking woods, and he's always you know, he makes everything, because he's fucking handy as fuck, like.
Yeah.
But it's a good. I like watching those shows. You know what I mean? Interesting. I mean, some of it's put on for the camera, obviously, but you know.
Yeah.
And they always over exaggerate the situation, and as well, you know.
Yeah.
But it's all entertainment. I enjoy it.
I think they did over exaggerate. You know, when Eustace bought his neighbour's property.
Yeah.
And there was a bit of a thing about it. You know, are we going to be able to get the money, this and that?
Yeah.
Discovery pay him a lot. And even before he was on Discovery, he was always going around doing talks on ethics and, you know, getting back to sustainable living and stuff.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he hit the telly, obviously his talks, he's getting paid tens of thousands from every time. You know, so he's not as poor as he might make out, or now he's not.
It's weird.
You know,
It's weird. It's weird. Like all these reality stars, even in Britain, once you read on telly, like, you know, kicks things off. Like even people in Gogglebox are making big bucks out. You know, that girl Moffat, she
Yeah.
went from fucking sitting on there to I'm a celebrity, and then she's doing her own show and all. And fucking hell, it's crazy, man. Isn't it?
yeah, yep,
Crazy. I mean, some they want fucking survive in the real world. Some of these bastards, you know, they make things up. Fucking hell.
morning, Mick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I love all the wildlife shows and shit like that. It's good to watch.
yeah, yeah. That's, you know, I don't watch a lot of them on telly. I got a load of Mountain Men and that recorded.
Yeah.
I'll watch them on YouTube. You know, there's
Yeah.
loads of Alaskan channels on YouTube. You know, loads of them people have got their own channels on YouTube.
Yeah. But look at that fucking, what's his name in Porn Stars, that Chumley guy. Fucking only made millions out of being on fucking Porn Stars.
Yep.
Fucking
And what did he do?
millions.
Sit in his fucking house surrounded by guns,
Yeah,
sniffing
drugs.
doobie and smoking
Yeah.
crank.
I think he went.
Nutcase.
I'm not sure if he went to jail or something. Didn't he? Heard?
I don't know if he did
so
or
many
not. I can't
felons, so
remember.
many felonies or something like that. There was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking,
Well, he had loads of illegal guns, didn't he?
yeah.
As well as drugs and stuff. So, you know, but I think they were probably more bothered about the illegal guns, seeing as he worked in a pawn shop.
Yeah. Crazy. So, I do like the American. I do like watching the American, you know, reality shit like that, like Porn Stars and what's the other one I watch sometimes with the cars, fucking Danny something.
Is that the one with
They do spraying
Danny?
cars. They do spraying cars.
Counting cars.
Yeah, counting cars. That's a fucker, right? Yeah. I look at him, I think, for a big guy, look at his arms are skinny as fuck, like, you know. It don't look right on him. But I enjoy that program as well. Orny Mike.
Yeah, he's funny.
Like, you know. He fucking does his vehicles up and then fucking a big bus he got bright green with the fucking two big horns coming up the front. Yeah. Fucking great. I tell you what, Ministry, if you haven't seen, have you been watch Yellowstone?
No, I haven't seen any of it. No.
I tell you what, it's a fucking cracking series. Absolutely cracking. One of the best series ever been on TV, if you ask me. You know, it's
I haven't. I've not been tempted, to be honest.
No,
but
you want to watch it and tell you what's fucking brilliant. Plenty of violence in it, you know. Good story behind it. Yeah, it's really good. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta go and get my. I think I gotta get some new tires on the back of the car today. They look a bit bald to me. I don't know why we've gone on the back like that. There's not much weight in the back. All the weight. You think the front ones will go first, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because the fucking engine, like, the weight. But no, the back ends are fucking. I don't know what the fuck is, because the only thing goes in there is a dog. There's hardly any, no big weight goes in there. You know, I've carried a lot of stuff in there, but don't get me wrong, but nothing really heavy, you know.
No, it's just strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
That the real one's going.
Whether it's I put the wrong pressure in a bastards or something like that, you know. Yeah. Mark 2J, Jay-Z, Zupra, yeah. Burn outside.
Burnout in the Mondeo.
Yeah, not my own Mondeo estate, no. Cheeky though, I'm honest. I'd love to get a
You've been driving on the beach, that's what it is.
Yeah. I tell you, I've had some cars, you know, a nice Subaru, but sold that, you know. I had a Golf GTI. My missus crashed that. Well, she didn't crash it. Somebody hit that on the ends of the valley. Fucking rolled over 3 times. Ruined the bastard. Scrap it was. Lucky I had that, what do they call that, insurance? You'll get the same back. I can't remember the name, but just took, when I bought the Golf, it was new. It was a fucking lovely car. And so, although it was fucking wrecked and ripped off, we had the full money back for it, you know.
Yeah.
So I didn't lose
Yeah,
it.
mate of mine has just gone from he's like this sort of sports, so GTIs and that.
Yeah,
But for the past sort of 15 years, he's owned Subarus.
yeah.
And he's actually just gone back to a Polo GTI because his kids are older, and he's got a fucking Nissan L Grand as well.
Yeah, oh yeah. Very heavy on fuel, Christ.
Yeah, it's a 3-point petrol.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. You see loads of them for sale because they're so expensive. I seen a beautiful Jag the other day. I was tempted. But it was 5 litre, you know.
Yeah.
It's low mileage, immaculate condition. You know what? Not what they call Jaguar X, not XJ. Is it XJ? Something like that. I think it's something like that. Fucking beautiful, stunning. It was only for just over $4,000.
You know.
Yeah, but because of it was 5 litre. I thought, no, fucking hell, what's it going to cost to fucking run that?
Yeah.
You know, you got to pay your insurance. Your tax is 500 or 600 quid for a start. Then you know. So,
yeah.
So that's why I really downsized in power and everything. You know,
that's what my mate's done. You know, he's gone down to a Polo GTI for him and his missus, and
yeah,
and he uses the L Grand for fucking like camping, what it's supposed to be for, you know.
Yeah. I got my missus' car at the front. She got a Mazda 6, but it's a non-turbo. It's naturally aspirated, so there's hardly any power. It's only 160 brake horse. You know, and it's a 2 litre, like so.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting it. I don't know if I can get it chipped. I think I might want to get it chipped a bit, you know, and see if I can get a bit more to it. But
well, I'll take get someone to decat it and run a diagnostic through it, and you'll get more power and better fuel economy.
Yeah,
you know, the fuel will be good.
I think he charged about 300 quid to chip him. I think he's up in Cross Hands.
Yeah, a mate of mine will do him, like, you know. He's got all the computers and diagnostics and what a joke.
Yeah, it's not a lot to it, because what I done when I had the motorhome, it was 2.3, and it's a big old bus, you know what I mean? So I thought, I'll get it chipped now, because everybody said that on the motorhome forum, if you can get them chipped, because you get better performance, or more speed, you know, and less fuel economy. You know, I thought, right, I took it up there, and it was already fucking chipped.
Oh, fucking hell.
So he didn't charge me anything for it, but it did pull like a train, mine. But I thought if I can get a bit more, but he said no, you can't. It's already been done, like, you know.
Yeah.
But that's gone now. I sold that fucking thing, so that's gone as well. So yeah, I think I tell you what. When I was towing a little Toyota Aygo behind him, you know. So when he pulled up, you don't have to fucking move it, then you know what I mean. But that little thing, fucking hell. It's surprising once you get it wound up, it would fucking fly along, you know, more than ample. And
I passed someone towing one of them the other day on the M4.
And the fuel on it was fucking phenomenal. It was fucking marvellous, you know.
Yeah.
Really brilliant.
That's it. I don't know what MPG I'm getting out of that little Kia Rio I've got, but it's a 1300 petrol.
Yeah.
And when I bought it, I put 20 quid in. I've driven around for a couple of weeks. And it was on the fucking, just above the bottom line. I put 15 quid in. It went up to half tank. Fucking brilliant.
I got a picture of this Jag up there, Ministry, right? It's a 2011 Jaguar XK 5 litre V8 portfolio.
Okay, now.
And he wants 4.8 for it, right? It's done 68,000 miles. You've had it now. You've just had it. Polaris white full black leather. Stunning. What do you say here? It's just recently had a 2-stage machine polish and ceramic coat. The wheels have been refurbished to start the year and marked. Tyres are done up SP Sport Max, full service history. It's for for that car, for all that car, for that money is fucking fantastic. But
Yeah.
you know,
Next time I pop up to see my mate up his lockup, up his unit, I'll pop and see him at some point because the car's all right, but I'm just going to get him to service it anyway. It's only got 50,000 on it. Get a service on it anyway, even though it's been done. You know what I mean? But I'll take a little bit of video of my mate's VW Corrado. I won't show the number plates, obviously. But,
it's nice cars. Yeah,
I'm not sure. Yeah, he's driving that one.
Well, what's on this J plate or something?
1990G, I think. So,
well,
I think. But yeah, he's got a 5 turbo up there, upstairs, hanging up in bits. And he's got an Escort turbo as well in there, so in bits. So, but painted. So I'm gonna I'll get a little bit of video of them when I'm up there.
Yeah, morning, Nutter. Yeah, but there's a guy who plays rugby for the Scarlets, Gareth Davis. He plays for Wales scrum half. His mate who plays as well, Scott Williams, he played for Wales as well. He started up a garage, and that's all they do. Ministry is Ford Escorts, right? Mark 1s and Mark 2s, right? They just they go all around the country trying to get a shell, and they rally them out and they sell them for a fucking fortune, honest to God.
Oh, they're worth a lot of money.
They spec them all out, rally spec them, and of course people bringing their cars in to get them sorted, but they're fucking stunning, to be fair. You know, they spec right out. Fucking. Yeah, I like them. I do like a fast car. I gotta be honest, my missus is fucking dead against it, but I do like a sporty car, you know.
Yeah, I don't mind.
On an Amanda,
sporty, but I go for practicality over sporty. I do.
Yeah. Lately, I've done that. I've done like my old Mondi now. She's just turned over the 90,000 mark now, but she is 13 years old. Like, you know, so and she gets service every year. I know that engine will go for another fucking 100,000 miles. You know, it's fucking
easy.
It's strong as fuck. You know.
Yeah.
It's well serviced. You know what I mean? The body fall apart for that engine and go.
Oh yeah.
Well, funny enough, Ministry, I was looking at. I thought, shall I replace it now? It's got 90,000 on it, but I was looking on Auto Trader last night. There was some nice ones on there, same spec as mine, but lower mileage. You know.
Yeah.
2009, mine's same year, but you know what I mean. It's got the same spec, but they were a lot nicer than mine because mine's had a hell of a time with carrying crap up and down the allotments and everything, and put in the back and all that. Paint every fucking where now in the back. Taking fucking paint on the skip site. Bastard gone everywhere. Yeah. Have a nice day in work, Ali, mate. Don't work too hard.
Yeah, nice one out. I hope it's sunny, and if not, just cloudy.
Well, I'm looking at the forecast. It's fucking showers all week, innit? And then heavy rain for bank holiday. Fucking great.
It was. Well, it's still damp out here now, so it was raining last night, but broken cloud at the moment, with some of it's very black.
Yeah. Well, when I went up this morning, sun just came up. It was fucking lovely down the beach, but like I say, if it goes overcast in fucking minutes, you know.
Yeah.
I hope in September now we might have a nice September. Like sometimes we get that, don't we?
Yeah.
You know, September comes a nice month and fucking, but it won't be long. We'll be back into fucking winter, Ministry. I fucking hate that. Hate it.
Yeah. Oh, nice, Susan. I absolutely nearly burst into tears when I drive past the import docks at Bristol.
Yeah.
The amount of cars that had left there for
you
drive past the same cars are there.
I know. There's fucking thousands and thousands there. That's the trouble. You know them. You get them then. They come out, they put a new plate on them, say it's a new car. They've been there for years standing there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. There's thousands there. Fucking thousands.
Yeah, thousands of brand new cars. Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking hell. So I don't know. I've got to get out the house fucking somewhere. I'm just gone too lazy. I haven't done any fucking fishing this year again. Bought my rod license again. I haven't been
Yeah.
out fucking once. I gotta. If you have well, I was down the lake yesterday and they had a £17 common out of there as I was walking around, you know.
Yeah.
So I've never fished it, but these boys, there's 2 or 3 sets of boys where they go, where they bivvy up. They're there for the weekend, you know. They stay there all weekend. That's all they do, like.
Yeah,
You know?
I've got a fight coming with the council.
Yeah.
I'm got to get prepared for it, but yeah, I'm going to take out an official complaint.
Is that fishing thing you're talking about?
Again, about the fishing, yeah.
Yeah.
The woman who I was in contact with originally took months and months, and then gave me the details of the person she said she passed my details on to. So I emailed them. They didn't get back to me, so I emailed them again, and they gave me the same answer as the woman did it. The woman did the first time. You know, just gave me bailiff's numbers, and I said, "Look, you're not understanding." I said, "Go back and read all the attached emails."
Yeah.
So he did. They've correlated their stories to make it look as if he was told straight away that, you know, I'd asked this question, but obviously he hadn't. So I am going to make an official complaint to the council about being lied to. And I also found out the pond that I was fishing on, the anglers have no rights over.
Okay, now.
They used to, but not anymore. And the main fishing community lake was turned private, or the day ticket fishery was taken away and it became members only during COVID, at the start of COVID, when you'd think a community fishery would want to stay open because people were an exercise people were allowed to do. But no, they decided during COVID, when there couldn't be any public meetings, that they were going to syndicate the lake and turn it private. So I'm gonna contest that as well.
Yeah.
It should have been put back to, as soon as the thingy finished. It should have been put back to a public fishery. So, you know, they've done it on the sly. Obviously, done it on the sly. They haven't even hidden the fact that they've done it on the sly. So, yeah, I'm gonna make it. I've got some emails and that. I'm not even gonna bother emailing the head environmental officer back. I'm gonna go straight to the fucking complaints department. The main complaints department as well. And I might even do it for a solicitor. So, you know, just it won't cost much to get a solicitor's letter written up, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's wrong. You know, if they made it after COVID, they should put it back to the way it was, you know. Okay, now.
Yeah. You know, it was whichever company came in and drift mined it and put it to lakes and a wildlife haven sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, when they drift mined, were told they had to make it, you know, sound again. It was for the community.
Yeah.
Morning, Joe.
It's happening, man.
Is it deep lake ministry, or is it shallow?
I think probably at their deepest, they're probably about 10 foot,
All right.
12 maybe.
Do you ever fish land Egvid?
No, I don't know.
No. That's supposed to be good for course and trout, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, better just going to your MP rather than getting a lawyer and.
He's probably a corrupt chunt as well.
Yeah,
but no, like all MPs are corrupt, right? But if you go into your MP's office, right, and you go in there armed with the legislation and whatnot, yeah, right, like you've already done your research, right? Because you just said like they changed it then, blah 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 blah, right? If you went in with that shit and went in there to complain about it, he'd get in touch with the council and tell the council to shut the fucking hole. That's what would happen. That's what your MP's job is. You know that's the MP's job, don't you? Once you go to another government institution, i.e. local authority, municipals, council, government institution, we own it. It's ours. It gets funding from the government 2 years after it collects it, right? So the council collects this mad thing called council tax. It gives it all to the government, and 2 years later, the government give it back money. That's how it works, right? So the MP controls the council, right? Same as what your councillors do. So once you've beaten your councillors and they just ignore you, you then go to the MP. Once the MP ignores you, you then give them both writs. You give the MP and the councillor writ, but you've got to go through the MP first, to be fair. That's what I would do. This is what I would do personally. This is why I've said to people during the flu season how many people actually went and complained to their MP. And we all know the answer to that was probably 1% of the people, even 1% of the people that were online telling you so, mad flu season, jibby jab cupcakes. How many of these people actually went to their MP? And I think you'll find the numbers very, very low.
Yeah, probably very exceptionally low.
And that's how MPs thought they could get away with exactly doing what they were doing, because nobody complained. You get where I'm coming from? Like, I get where you're coming from. Like I live in Scotland where we've got rambling rights, and I don't pay for fishing. I never would pay for fishing. I don't give a flying fuck whose fucking land it is. I ain't paying for fucking fishing. And if you think you're going to charge me for it, you can go fuck yourself. And if you think I'm going to put my fish back, you can go fuck yourself again. You know what I mean? But you've got to do the motions. You've got to dot the I's and cross the T's. I would go to your MP and see if that would do any difference for you. You know he's corrupt. It probably won't, but it's going to give you another feather in your hat for when you actually want to take money to the value of them.
Yeah, there's the guy at the post office is just shutting, so we're going to be fucked. But the guy who runs a post office with his wife, he's like in his 60s, and he's recently, like last year, been voted in as a local councillor. But he's a bit of a hippie, and he's a bit of a, he's there to cause a bit of a stir, if you know what I mean. He's there to question the legislation and everything. So I might not, in an official capacity, I might just, casually pick his brains and sow a seed, and then disappear and make my complaint to the MP or council complaints department.
Yeah. I mean, I one of the ways I know how I didn't have to pay for utilities, right, is because I actually, when it used to be my local authority was the council of elders, like it is doing your way, right? I actually got them to pay my gas bill. And the way I got to do that was by asking a councillor questions, like just asking him, what's the form for that? And he was like, what? I went, there's a form to get you to pay my utility bills, my gas because they're like, I shouldn't be paying for hot water. And he just looked at me. I was like, what's that called? And I just nipped his dome every time. And eventually he gave me what the form number was called, like a C12.
Yeah.
And then I eventually went in and asked them, I want a C12. And it spent 6 months to get the right bit of paperwork, because nobody knew what this bit of paperwork was. Yeah, you have to go, like, just the same as what you've experienced when you've been asking them questions about why is this like this? It shouldn't be like this. They just give you the runaround, don't they? Oh, I can't find it out. You might go to this department, and you just get the runaround. You get the faff, you get the fuck about factor. And it takes ages to find somebody that will actually, one, be annoyed with you enough that you're contacting them every day for the same question, that they just eventually give you the fucking answer, right? Or you eventually find somebody that's like-minded and like, nah, I'm going to give you the answer because you've asked for it correctly. If you get what I mean, does that make sense?
Yeah, well, I tried, polite emails, but then as soon as they try and fob me off, my emails get a little bit aggressive.
Assertive. I would use the word assertive. Never use the word aggressive. Always use assertive.
I always, over this, I've said to the woman who I emailed first, and the main environmental officer, go back and read the emails properly. And I don't think they like that. Go back and read my email properly. Because it's all punctuated properly. I don't use a spell checker or anything. It's all punctuated properly. So, there's no missing the point. They've tried to fob me off too many times, and I just don't have it.
Yeah, good luck with your endeavours.
Yeah.
Quite right though. You should be doing these things. Otherwise, they'll never come back.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah, I was sort of confronted in May, and I've taken it up since then, maybe before then. But someone put a post up on one of the local Facebook groups. I didn't see it, but someone put a post up saying that her husband had been challenged at the lakes and had to leave because he was told it was a private fucking lake and all this. And, there was people in the comments. My brother said to me there was people in the comments saying, it shouldn't be private. So I'm not the only one who's thinking it.
No. You know what? Like they use the flu season to make it have some form of lockdown, right? And then, as you know yourself, if you don't question it, if you don't make them put it back to how it was, they won't. They just won't put it back. They'll look at it as, right, it's now private. It's now under the responsibility of these people, and it just gives them one less thing to worry about. You know what I mean? And bear in mind that most councils, they're starting a new system where they're not wanting to employ plumbers and joiners and plasterers and all that. They just want to collect money and allocate contracts. Yeah,
Yep.
That's all they want to do now. And that contract, making that private, that falls into that remit as well, doesn't it?
Yep. I bet because the council were the ones who stock the lake, obviously, from our fucking council tax money.
Yeah.
So I wonder, now it's private, a private syndicated lake. Are the clubs still taking yearly grants from the council? That's another question that needs answering.
I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you that. I would assume that they probably are still getting grants and whatnot and funding for the council, because that stuff's normally done not on a year-to-year basis. It's normally done over a period of time. Like we'll come back and visit this in 5 years later, if you get what I mean. And they get funding for 4 years or 5 years or whatever it is the voting system allows for every day, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Minister, I'm going to jump off, have a bit of break here. Have a good day. And you, Joe, have a good day, mate.
Hey, dude, Ty.
No worries,
have a good day, chat, everyone.
Well, I'll catch up with how his Wales thing's getting on as well at some point later.
Yeah, I'm not sure his name, but some little English ex-veteran vlogger got arrested.
Oh, Noddy,
that's it.
Yeah, he's always, to be fair, Noddy's he's been covering. Fuck that fucking! I was following Noddy when I was on Twitter.
Yeah,
I've been booted there since fucking the American fucking all that Capitol Hill shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I asked too many questions on the Capitol Hill feed.
that Capitol Hill shit was a farce.
Dude, I'm sitting there going, the cunts fucking letting them in every room, kind of like that policeman that was the Capitol Hill policeman that was letting them in all the rooms. I'm like, he's letting them in all the rooms, and they're gone in the rooms. These fuckers are getting hung, man. They're getting hung. That's fucking true.
Oh, as soon as the first door had opened, if I was one of the security or coppers, I just would let a load of tear gas go in the foyer. Go on, have that. We all have it. Go on.
There was fucking like right at the start, right? Like you saw them all go in. You saw a group of 5 masked people go in at the start, and they went in and grabbed laptops and whatnot. And you saw them leaving as everybody else was going in too. It was all a sham. Every bit of it was a sham. I can't believe that guy, fucking, the one that had the fucking stupid fucking bear hat and that shit.
Yeah, the Viking type bloke.
Yeah, he got to jail, man. He got to jail. He got to jail for like entering fucking rooms that he shouldn't have entered. And there's video footage of the police like opening the door and letting them in and that. I'm like, what the fuck? How does this work?
Yeah, the videos and that of him fucking sitting at the desk with his feet up and all is fucking brilliant.
Yeah. Was that no Pelosi's desk or some shit like that? Aye.
You know.
Fucking nuts, man. But I all went Pete Tong after that, didn't it?
Yeah.
They were talking about foreign nationals and all that shit. I was like, fuck this shit, man. This is getting too busy.
Yeah. Yeah, I was sitting watching that, just giggling, thinking, oh my God, it's like bad fucking pantomime playing out in front of you.
Dude, it was fucking...
Behind you!
It got serious when that lassie got shot, though. You know what I mean? That was a bit like, even when I looked at the video footage of that, I thought like there was no real need to shoot that lassie, really. You know what I mean? They never had any weapons on them, and they just they didn't give a fuck.
No, the protests after and that, and you know the no-go areas in some cities, it did go a bit tits up, didn't it, with people being fucking shot and.
Well, it did. I mean, even that lassie got shot in the Capitol Hill thing, didn't she? The military veteran. She was like an ex-fucking Navy or Air Force lassie or some shit like that. And she got shot by the Capitol Hill fucking police inside the building. Mind they were at that double door. Aye. The guy pops out. I can't remember what ethnic the guy was. It doesn't really make a difference whether he's white or black either, to be honest, does it? But he pops out at the door at the glass, where the glass was smashed, and he pops his seed out. And then he pops her. Pop. 2 rounds, man. Shoots the cow.
Yeah.
Kills her. Fucking terrible. I get he would have been a little bit worried, maybe, but there was no immediate threat. There was no weapons on these people or anything like that. They were just climbing through the window, getting the door window. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
well, to be honest, you know, no one's going to go in there armed, are they?
Well, at the end of the day, I suppose at the end of the day, fly with the crows, you get shot with the crows. You know, at the end of the day. Like, no pun intended. So you got to expect a little bit of shit, but I don't think she would have been expected to get shot. Let's be fair. No one are protesting your fucking capital city. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, so we don't hear any. I don't know whether it must have gone back to normal, but we don't hear about the fucking no-go zones in Portland and Philly and that anymore.
I don't know, man. I've never actually like the Yanks are kind of like Indy and that, because Indy she lives in fucking Washington State and all that. Hey, I've never really asked them in a while how it still is over there. I don't think anybody really cares.
Yeah,
like they're too busy wondering how they're going to arm Ukraine next.
Yep.
You know, or how we're going to arm ourselves, because we don't seem to have any arms anymore.
No,
because we've given them all away.
Yeah, we've given them all to more needy countries, but none more needy than ours.
Well, people say the ukuleleans, they're needy.
Yeah, I suppose. But no, I suppose there's plenty of post Second World War stuff they can have from old Eastern Bloc stuff. Just give them that. They can throw it away when they're done with it.
We've given them all we've got mania 80s material shit anyway. we've gave them it all. Listen, we have gave them everything, right? We have depleted our whole entire 80s Cold War era weapon systems are gone. We've done them all. We're at the stage now where we're giving them £1 million fucking Navy missiles. What they call Shadowhawks or Shadow or whatever they are. They things are $1 million, man. £1 million each.
Yeah,
and we only had 1,090 when we made them with France.
Yeah, I haven't seen the updates, but I don't know how many tanks we've dished out, how many of our Challenger 2s we've given them, how many tanks the Americans and that have handed over, but you know.
Yeah, but it's still all kit. Still all kit compared to the Challenger 3s.
Yeah.
And we're replacing our Challengers right now, aren't we? Which is why we're giving them away.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, it's a mad one. It's a mad one, but we get into the realms of it's being done, so everyone owes the industrial military complex, whether it be the Western or Eastern.
No, it's just a fire sale. Look, if your business is going to the tubes ministry, right? Yeah, and you know fine well you are going to scuttle your business and start a new one up. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right. What's the first thing you do? You get rid of your stock and you don't put it back into your business, do you?
No.
Or you find a way of hiding your stock so when the receivers come in, they don't get your stock. Aye, and you can use that to help set yourself up. That's what we're doing right now. What is the UK's business?
Bombs,
bullets,
stealing other countries' wealth.
So bombs, bullets, and people. Then.
Yeah. Well, that's it. The Ukraine and other countries around them are going to owe us financially fucking big time.
Yeah.
They're going to owe us, the Germans, French, Americans.
They already do because of jibby jabs. They just due that money to a blue chip company, which happens to be on our stocks and shares thing, which means we'll not allow that debt to go either, will we?
No.
No, after we all got told that the jibby jabbies companies gave us +10 GDP for 2 years, and that's why Bojo thanked all the volunteers, Mr. Speaker. Volunteers, Mr. Speaker. That's what we got told how important it was.
Yeah, NATO's got a bit of their objective out of it already, which is, a few countries agreed to sign up or have already signed up to NATO.
Yeah, Finland, one of them. Was it Finland? One of the Finland or Sweden or one of the Eastern Bloc.
Estonia have said they will.
They're a good haul for us. That country that's just joined on Russia's border, right up in the north. I think it might be Finland. I can't remember if it's Finland, Sweden. I can't remember. Right?
Yeah.
Because they've got the ability to mobilise 1 million people out of reservists.
Yeah.
And the amount of tanks they have on that front for.
Well, the front between Finland and Finland, Sweden, and Russia, it's all militarized and built up, and
yeah, hardcore. They've got a shed load of tanks up there, shed load, and all their people are basically have done some form of conscript shit, kind of like the same as Russia, where you have to go and do something for 2 years in the army type thing. We used to do it here, national service, and they can produce 1 million people like that, and just quick refresher course because they've all been trained heavily on these systems for decades.
I should have sort of twigged some of it up just before. Before the flu season, I suppose. There's a couple of Russian channels I watch, and one of them is Survival Russia, and he's Danish national.
Mm-hmm.
So he served in the Danish army. He served in the UN army. He's lived all over, but he's married to a Russian English teacher. Lives in Siberia.
Nice.
So obviously he's it's all outdoor shit. He rebuilds fucking old vehicles, military vehicles, whatever. Does camping and that. But his mate, like you said, did a couple of stints of like the national service in the normal infantry.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 or 3 years ago, they were calling anyone who'd done, say, 2 or 3 year stints in infantry. They were calling them all in for commando training to see who was fit enough. And Mr. Survival Russia's neighbour, who was about 30 odd, straight back in the army, straight back into the Marines. So, they should know never someone if they're pulling their reservists from Siberia 2 or 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
They were on they've been kind of on the front line for a while though. If you think about 2014, you know what I mean? they would have seen that Crimea annexation as something to be worried about. You know, it's the same reason Poland's worried as well, because they can. Belarus has a certain strait, isn't there? It's like a wee tiny bit of land that everybody's worried about because it will block the northern NATO countries off. That little bit of land that's in between Belarus and that conclave, it's like a Russian conclave. I can't remember what it's called. They're worried about that bit of land there too. They have been since 2014. Because if Russia were to secure that little bit of land, that little passageway, that would fuck people. That would cause big problems with NATO. And they would probably look at that as an attack on a NATO member as well, to be fair. Poland and like Finland and all that.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yeah. It is interesting.
What's what did I give a shit though? The warning signs have been there for decades, you know.
Yep, they have.
So what's your plan for the day?
I've got to go to Cardiff. I'm going to be off in 15. I've got to leave about 9:30. Get there for about 10:30. So got to go to Cardiff today.
Going to go and visit Andrew J.
Yeah, no, Mrs. has got to go down to the ETH hospital, so she's got to go down and see the surgeon. So, just a routine appointment. So, yeah, a couple of hours out. Maybe something to eat on the way home.
Oh, it's an excuse to go and have lunch with your good lady on the way home. If she's feeling up for it, if she's not too bad.
Yeah. No, if we go to Cardiff, we don't do anything posh. We just fucking get something we can't get near us, which is a Burger King usually. The last couple of times I've had them, they've been dog shit. So,
that ain't good.
It might be something else.
It's probably that's my preferred burger, Burger King. I like Five Guys, but I just didn't like paying what they wanted. I don't think it's worth
no,
what they
I've only had it once. And
I just feel ripped off.
Yeah, I do. I was looking across the road at Burger King, eating my Five Guys and crying. I paid 3 times the amount for this.
It was nice though, Ministry. Was it nice though?
It was very nice.
I enjoyed it. I did enjoy mine, to be fair, when I had a Five Guys. And I did enjoy the milkshake. I just didn't believe it was worth 19 quid. I was looking at it going, 20 quid, fuck off.
I know. Me and my brother. Yeah.
Sitting there going, fucking Rob.
I've got to be honest though, the last two Burger Kings I've had have been from a new franchise. And it's a tiny little thing, so everything is just brought in and nuked. So it was, it wasn't very nice at all.
So it was the flame grilled then. It was flame grilled in the packet.
Yes. The one I got on Cardiff Road is Newport Road is decent. It's all right. Cook it in front of you, sort of thing.
Steam your burgers in Burger King too.
Yeah, I used to when I was not long after leaving school. I worked in a Burger King for a little while. Didn't last long.
Yeah. Steam your burgers, man. Steam your burgers. Yeah. After they've heated them it's like a conveyor belt.
Yep, it is. Yeah, the one I worked in, they like you said, they go through a flame griller.
Yeah.
And then through a steamer to make sure they've been heated all the way through.
It makes them softer as well, obviously, because they're a bit toasty, because they're toasty.
Yeah.
And then once they finish cooking it all, like they're only allowed to keep things steamed for like 15 minutes and then they're supposed to bin it. But I must admit, when I worked there for a day and a half, I think it was a day and a half I worked there, they didn't keep things for less than 15 minutes. Like,
yeah, I think I did. I did my first. I think I did a fortnight. I think you had to wait a fortnight to get paid. I think I did a fortnight, and that was it. I was fucking out there.
I did like 1.5 shifts. When one shift was like the training, and then the half shift, I was like, I ain't fucking doing that. I've just been told you need to do it this way, and you're like, do it that way. Nah, well, wait, man. Fuck this shit. I'm gone. I still got paid. Got every penny. I'm sure.
Yeah, I did the same in the chicken factory. I lasted 2 weeks in there because you had to work 2 weeks to get that 2 weeks pay. So I did 2 weeks in the chicken factory and fucking jacked that in. I just couldn't stick the fucking night shifts.
Well, night shifts are fucking. It's an acquired taste, really. You get paid more money for it because it kills you quicker.
Yeah.
They reckon doing constant night shift takes about a decade of your life.
Yeah,
On average, right? It's no good for you, like, to be awake during the night. It ain't good at all. Good shift to have, though, if you're a night hawk. If you're used to going to your bed at like 5 in the morning, it's a decent shift to have, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think there's folk in my town that do night shift camp for a food factory type thing. And I think for what people get doing a day shift for 5 days, working day shift, you do 4 days at night and you get the same money basically. You get like a few days pay difference.
Yeah. Yeah. Digi's got it. On a dodgy spike. They call it the graveyard shift for a reason.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I got told that like when I was at school, like at high school, that night shift would, they reckon, take about 10 years off your life. It was part of the conversation on Ken, I think it was like second year as you were taking all your standard grades and picking your standard grades, because they would when you were picking your standard grades, folk would be asking you like, Ken, what is it you want to actually achieve at the end of what career? And then if there were standard grades in there that wouldn't actually help your career or anything like that, they would be like, well, you didn't really need to do that. You'd be better doing this shit, if you get what I mean, when you were picking your subjects. It was in that kind of bullshit.
So I've got mates that choose to do continental shifts because they love the 4 on 3 off. You know, like you said, nights is good money. But I couldn't fucking do it. I couldn't.
I've done it, but it's not like it's. I wouldn't suggest doing it if you're used to being on day shift. If you need your sleep and you find it hard to sleep during the day, I wouldn't suggest doing night shift.
Yeah.
Because you'll literally just get about 3 hours sleep a fucking day. That's all you'll get.
Mornings are. Yeah. You know, fucking. Because I worked in the same job for so long, obviously there was night shifts, but they were sleeping in shifts. So my body clock is like 6 a.m. You know. So any sort of deviation from that, if I have a late night, or the other week I did one, a bit of a lie through the night and till about 4 a.m. or something, and the next few days I felt it, because I'd stayed up. I was fucked. Loads of sleep.
Your late nights like everybody's hangovers then.
Yeah.
You can feel it for a couple of days after.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If I'd stay up all night.
Oh, terrible. So how's Mrs. Pleasant this morning?
Yeah, she's all right.
Good morning, Mrs. Pleasant.
She'd
it's pissing down here.
Oh, it's broken here with cloud. I'm hoping it stays nice for the drive.
Oh, it's
a nice drive. It's a boring drive, but
it's a boring drive. Is that because you can't really take in the scenery?
Well, it's dual carriageways and fucking motorways, so it's just boring.
It might take you long to get there, though.
No, about 40 minutes if the roads are clear.
That's not too bad.
No, that's all right, and that's with the sticking to the speed limits as well, because I drive like Miss Daisy, and there's fucking cameras everywhere.
They distance cameras, speed over distance equals time shit.
Yeah.
Man.
There's a few sets, but there's only ever one set turned on, but you don't know which set.
Nice.
Yeah. The mate I work for occasionally, his sister works in the emergency calls office, and in the same office, obviously they have all the camera network.
Yep. So to see which one is on.
She doesn't tell him which ones, but she said to him, "Oh, there's only ever one set of the average speed cameras on, so you don't know which ones." and that's through from Mega, which is Newport East, all the way through to Cardiff East. And then the cameras disappear, and then they reappear further down the motorway. So.
Yeah. I mind when they first put them out on the M1 decades ago, and then they stuck them on. They stuck them on the Autobahn road, which was a crying shame, because that used to be the road that we used to boot the cars on.
Yeah,
get up and down for London. The Autobahn road was. Fucking tell you what. One night, right, we were flying down there. We're kind of late, but we weren't late, if you get what I mean. But we were going to be late if we just did the speed limit. So we were kind of booting it. It was pissing down, and the car slipped, man, and spun on the road. I've never shat myself so much in my life, man. Oh, wow. Starts spinning. And then when it stops spinning, it just keeps moving in one direction. And all you see is this big, massive fucking tree trunk getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it just stopped us where the fuck, man, just before the wee bit of the ravine, before it went down, and it would have smashed into the street, man. Every cunt in the car going, Every 3 o'clock in the morning, pitch black, everybody's pissed as a fart.
Yeah.
It's not good, man. Sat there in the fucking, just sat there in the car, like the side of the road, the wrong direction.
Yeah, not with me driving. But yeah, the M4 is the roads around us are country roads, so people just drive how they please. But the M4 used to be, I think it was at one point classed as the fastest motorway in the UK, just for the speeds people are clocked at.
All right.
And my mate working in Cardiff, like I said, when it's clear, I'm 40 minutes away. For work one morning in his Sprinter van, flying down the motorway, 110 in a Sprinter. Saw a cop on a gantry, so he eased off, and they clocked him at 99. Stopped him, obviously.
Lucky cunt.
Really lucky,
Really lucky, 1 mile an hour, man. That's it. That's the bad.
So, the M4 is notorious for it.
Well,
especially the stretch between Newport and Cardiff, but they've cameraed half of it now. So
I think everywhere's cambered up now. I think they're everywhere now, to be fair.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
I think over the last couple of decades, they've put them everywhere. And they started off same places like, we get a lot of crashes here. We get a lot of crashes at this bit of stretch of the road, so we'll stick them here. And that'll force it on. And then eventually they just, because nobody really pays attention to them, really, do they?
No.
You get what I mean? No. Right? It's like everybody's like, fuck, shit. So then they realise how much money they make off them. They must make a lot of money, yeah. And I wonder, who is it that issues the fine for these things? Is it the transport agency for the council? You can, every council has its inroads, if you get what I mean, yeah? Roads department. Right? Is it them that issue the fine, or the police? And if it's the police, right? If the police issue a fine, that police force gets the fine. I wonder how much is collected by individual police forces and these type of road traffic fines.
Good question.
Because they're always saying that they didn't get enough funding, right? But I was under the impression that, see, my local authority went for a stage where they sacked all the parking attendants and then handed it to the police to do, right? And then the police were going around doing the fines for a bit, right? And then the police collect the money off the fine then, even for parking fines. They get the money, not the council, right?
Yeah.
So it must be the same for fines that are generated on the spot for driving and that, I would assume. You issue the fine, you collect the money. Do they then hand that money to the government? Like the council, you know what I mean? Because I know the councils didn't. They retain that, don't they?
Yeah, the councils retain it, yeah. They retain any parking fines or anything.
You get what I'm saying? So, they must, the police must retain it. So I wonder how much each individual force is actually collecting under the guise of that, and where the fuck that money goes. I mean, does that pay for the Christmas party, the champagne fucking floats and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it must do. It must do.
Well, I think it probably does. It probably helps buy their fucking gym equipment.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
brown envelopes nicely.
Yeah. But it'd be interesting to find out where that money went and how it was allocated within the department.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if anyone else is going live. I'm going to have to shut down in a minute. I'm going to have to take the dog out before I drive to Cardiff in a minute.
Yeah, I've got to do the same just shortly too. I
Mine's
only came on to say you might want to contact your MP rather than a lawyer.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I will do that. Just that's another, another person to annoy. with my nice calm emails and then my assertive, I'll call them assertive emails. Email.
Passive aggressive. But you should never use aggressive, man. Never use that word. Let them use it and then say, no, I'm just very assertive.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day. But listen, I'll let you get ready to bounce. Enjoy your day.
Yeah, and you, yeah, I'll catch you in a bit.
Later.
Catch you on the other side. Yeah, it's been a good one. Just under 2 hours. But like I said, got the dog out and get to Cardiff. Mrs. hasn't mentioned food yet, so it'll be our choice today. So it might be Subway breakfast on the way. Or it might be Burger King on the way home from Newport Road. And Home Bargains. Or B&M, whichever one, if it's still there. Right, I'm just going to play a video and be gone. Got to get out with the dog. Ciao for now.
Thank you fuckers for watching. Now piss off and find a less boring stream and recover some of the brain cells you lost while watching Ministry of Madness.
Big up, Deirdre. Have a look from my...
You need to leave!
I think you'd better do what he says, Mr. Bennett.
Get